Welcome back to Monster of the Week, presented by GorsskyVlogs. I'm your host, Skylar. I'll be the keeper tonight. And tonight we are going to finish up our session, our mystery of Clown Comedy Circus, with our 4 hunters here. Last time they went through the haunted house, found a few mysteries, battled a killer clown, discovered maybe some hints on the gem that they kind of discovered last time. And they've suddenly heard some noises coming from the main tent. They're kind of curious. Something must be going on there. So we'll see how they handle that tonight. So you guys, you heard all the strange sounds coming from the tent. What would you like to do?
Well, Bob, I'd like to go to the
He talks to the air.
Oh, Bob is back in town. He didn't come tonight. Let's go to the tent.
All right, that's 2 for the tent. That's 2.
Okay.
All right, that's 3 to the tent. Are you going to the tent? All right. All right, so you guys head off to the tent.
Along the way, I would like to grab one more cotton can, one more extra cotton can.
You would. Oh, yeah, I guess you could if you go kind of like the long way around and then circle back. So you can. Okay, yeah, you're able to do that. So you're back
so I
to
have
3.
2. No, because I used one on Terry.
Oh yeah.
And,
so yeah, okay,
and he
you're at
didn't
2.
really survive that.
And you're kind of at the end of the.
Should we all grab one?
Good. I'm gonna grab 10.
There's 1 left on the rack.
Make it 10.
So you have.
I'm gonna
you
make
have
some
2,
cotton candy.
Yeah, let's make some cotton candy.
Are you?
We grab
gonna,
them.
You're gonna grab the one. Who's grabbing the one?
Well, I got the one.
You got one,
Can I
and then there was
help
1
out and
left
make
after.
cotton candy?
So there's one other one. So I currently have 2.
I take it and put it in my briefcase.
Okay,
That's
There we
what
go.
sounds good.
All right.
Yeah.
sounds good.
Official.
All right,
Let's do it.
and then you guys head over to the main tent.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
We're gonna die.
We're tearing.
You walk into the main tent, and standing amidst the center, with his back turned to you at the moment, is the ringmaster. And he's got in his hand, holding it above his head, staff, big green gem, shaped just like the space both that you found in that case, and looking just like the one in the picture that you saw in the curios bag. This is the psychic stone. Sits atop his staff. Next to him stands a huge, hulking man.
Oh.
In clown
Hello.
garb and clown makeup. You recognize this flexing mass strongman.
Is it?
And for you, who were
Steven
at the performance,
Fingers?
you remember seeing him go down just like everybody else, with the having drank the substance. Eat all of that.
Should I shoot him?
And
Oh, he's making me.
Oh.
I don't know, bottom line, that's what do you guys want to do?
What? Hey! Hey, ringmaster!
And he turns around and he goes, "Ah!
Hey!
How strange. I didn't think that anybody would still be alive, much less around this area. I suppose it'd still be a few hours before we've taken the town."
Yeah. I'm looking for my payment.
Payment?
Yeah, I work for you.
Oh,
You do look like one of my clowns.
Yeah.
But if you worked for me, you would be like my friend here, and he pats the muscular bare back of the strong man.
Well, yeah,
and just goes,
Well, yeah, you put me on dung duty, so I kind of missed out on the drinks.
"Ah, I see. Would you like some now?"
Sure.
All right. And he points over, and one of the platters, there's a mug sitting there that was dropped by one of the members that brought the platters out. Sitting
So I
there.
go walking
Feel free.
over to it.
Okay.
And I get up and go, bottoms up, and I pour it. But I want to pour it in a way that like looks like I'm drinking it, but I'm throwing it over the back of my shoulder.
I guess that would be.
But I'm turned in an angle. Like, you know,
But
Kronk from like Emperor's
Yeah,
New
yeah.
Groove, so
Yep.
it looks
Yeah.
like I'm pouring it down my throat, but...
All right.
Alright.
The poison for Cusco's
Poison specifically to turn me into a clown.
Yeah.
That's
Do manipulate something.
Got it. Woo-hoo-hoo, there it is. That is a 10.
On a 10 plus, they'll do it for the reason you gave them if you asked to. I mean, bottom line, yeah, it looks pretty believable. So you guys are pretty
And then
blown
after
away.
that,
And then he's watching you, and he just kind of smiles. And
I'm
he's
just
like,
gonna
"Well,
go.
that was."
I'm gonna be like.
Can you give us a wink?
I'm
so
not
we know
gonna-
that he doesn't?
I mean, nothing happens to you. So
I'm
after
just gonna stand there and go, well, okay, so, boss, how long does it take to kick in?
and he goes,
I'd be turning right now.
"Did you haven't eaten?"
After I dumped the dung, I found this pile of cotton candy that was covered in dirt. Someone left on the ground, and I was awfully hungry.
The second
haven't-
you say cotton
you haven't
candy,
been
he
feeding
seems
me.
kind of relieved because he was very confused by the fact that you weren't turning. But knowing what he knows and knowing what you know now about the cotton candy, he goes, "Oh, that makes sense."
Yeah, and I ate it because I was hungry. I hadn't eaten all day, and it's better than what I was shoveling. Yeah, I'm here
And
now.
he kind of like starts ignoring you after after you
okay.
mention cotton candy, he kind of like turns away and he goes, "The
I'll
effects
just
of the cotton
I'll
candy
just-
could last that long."
Okay. Stand back here, kind of like towards the back,
Oh,
kind of like motioning for him to pay attention to the other three, just kind of like.
sure.
So,
And he turns to you and he says, "Whatever the case, you're just in time for the performance. The big finale is Interestingly enough, for how many times we've performed a show, I've never gotten to see one of my own. So it's very convenient that you four are here to provide me with. Should be entertaining before we take over the world, essentially."
you get him, boss.
a drink before we get some?
Oh, you are more than
Alrighty. I walk up.
There's no other. I have anything.
Well, I'll still walk up anyway. Where's your service here? I'd like a drink.
Are you walking up to him?
Yeah, I'm walking up to where the platter is.
Oh, okay, yeah. And I mean, it's empty. It's just on the ground and stuff. And he goes, "Oh, well, that's unfortunate. But don't worry. I have another way that you can receive the effects
Before
of
he
the
does
drink."
anything like that,
Sure.
surprisingly spry for an old man, what I would like to try to attempt to do, I got one of those cotton candy.
Okay.
I would like to try to put it into the big man's mouth.
You have to approach.
I
Okay.
I thought
So
he
you-
was
yeah,
like
oh,
right
okay,
by the-
sure.
right where it's
Sure. Do a kick some ass action.
at. Come on. Fish roll. That's a 7.
You have luck.
You and whatever.
I actually no. I'm just gonna use luck because I don't even want to.
Oh, okay. So you just straight up get it. Is there a side, an extra effect that you want to do?
I essentially just want to get the big guy on the ground
Okay.
and shove the cotton candy into his mouth.
Oh, okay. So
Force
you
it-
force them where you. Oh.
Yeah, so force him to be
Sure.
back normal.
So strangely enough, yeah, you walk up, and again,
Sweep the leg.
using your cane, you sweep the leg, and the unsuspecting killer clown zombie, which oddly you think is a little bit odd because he doesn't move, he doesn't just viciously attack you like most of the other ones have.
Mhm.
It's the stone. You assume maybe the stone has some kind of control over him to where he will just not move. Whatever the case, you sweep the leg, he knocks down, and you jam the stick and everything of all the cotton candy straight into his mouth. The ringmaster jumps back, going, "Oh!" kind of confused at what is going on, and then, sure enough, the killer clown tries to bite down on your hand, but you pull back, and instead it just gets that big old mouthful of that cotton candy. Just and it seems very like tired and lethargic, but some of the color starts to come back to his face.
Okay.
Although it's hard to notice because technically he did actually have clown makeup on over it, but you start to notice he seems a little bit more normal. He seems like he's starting to kind of punk out of whatever spell or whatever the case is under. And the ringmaster's furious. He turns to you and he goes, "How dare you!" He swings his staff and he hits you across the face. And it deals one harm.
Grandpa!
How much?
One harm.
1 arm?
How dare you disrespect your elders?
He was one of my best soldiers. How dare you change him back? He was perfect.
That was for Terry!
See what you're talking about? And he raises his staff, and from outside of the tent, a killer clown rushes into his side and just looks around and he goes, get them, and he like kind of rushes off to the back of the circus tent and like climbs up on one of the seating areas. So now there's this killer clown that's inside this room. You, Dude, and Dr. Arnold are the only ones that haven't done anything.
I'll look around and see if there's anything
Look for a trap.
like, I don't know, the
I'm
safety
thinking
net from the trap.
Yeah,
case,
sure.
or, like,
Do an investigative
a
mystery.
cannon.
Yeah, do an investigative mystery. No?
I gotta, please luck.
Okay.
Yeah.
You notice the net that usually catches trapeze artists, that's still up. There's a large ball that one of the animals might have like balanced on top of. That's in there. There's the large like pipe-looking bar metal that the strongman used to lift up the other clowns. So that's sitting around out there. There's a lot of scattered like snacks and things like that. One thing you did notice, you kind of have like a flashback moment to when you were sitting in the performance, and you remember that the guy that was selling snacks inside before the performance started did not have any cotton candy. You wonder if that's probably because the ringmaster didn't want that available to while they were getting fit. So, but there are other snacks, peanuts, circus peanuts, and Cracker Jacks, stuff like that. For the most part, that's about what you see as far as things that you could use. All the rafters are out right now. I guess they're not really ones that you would push in, so they're not going to go anywhere. Oh, there is a sconce, or kind of a stand with a torch on it. It's also there was somebody that came out and was like breathing fire, kind of a deal. So it's a lit torch, but other than that, that's what it is.
I communicate all these things.
Okay. Hey, look at that. Here, all right, dude, what would you like? Yeah, I know, right? It's like that scene with Zach Galifianakis where he's got like the mathematic questions and stuff running through his head. Yeah, all the numbers. And... All right, what would you like to?
Okay, so I. I'm crazy. Okay.
Classic.
So I see that torch.
Okay.
And I want to go grab it.
Okay.
Then I also want to run up to a safety net and try to burn some of the ends off.
Okay.
So I can make it fall.
Sure. Okay. I guess act under pressure. Yeah.
$11.
Oh wow.
Nice.
So, yeah, you just straight up do what you set out to do. You run over, you set them all, or you burn them all. You notice what he's doing, all three of you, and you back up, and this net falls down and catches that killer zombie that was in there. And it's just thrashing about in the netting. And the ringmaster's like, "You bastards." He lifts his staff again. He brings in another one, rushes in, and it. And it tackles Mr. Mystify, knocks him to the ground, and jumps over and bites him in the arm.
Ouch! What the hell? Why go after me?
It does one harm.
Oh, well. It misses.
It misses. So technically, it doesn't bite you. Then it just
No, but it
goes
just
to bite
kind
you
of
and just
goes, and then the blue force kind of like repels it off of me. I turn.
Mm-hmm.
I look at him.
Well, you're on the ground, yeah.
I look. Alright. I look at him. Back at the ringmaster and go, "Come on, dude! I'm on your side!" And I turn and I just shoot at him.
At the ringmaster or the clown that's on
Yep, the ringmaster.
All right, roll a kick some
that's
ass.
right. That is a 10.
10. That's enough to do it. All right, you can fire at him.
Is he down?
Well, how much damage?
I force them where I want them. And by that I mean the staff out of his hand.
Oh.
I wanted to shoot like at his arm.
Sure.
So like the staff falls out of his hand.
Yeah, absolutely. How much harm do you do?
2 damage.
2 damage, okay. You do 2 damage. And sure enough, yeah, staff falls out of his hand.
Is he knocked down?
No, he just And the staff falls. It starts bouncing down the rafters.
Old man, grab the staff!
Interestingly enough, when you shoot the staff out of his hand, the second it leaves his hand, the killer clown that's in the nets and the other killer clown that's on top of you, they pause for a moment, and then they just get more kind of primal, vicious. They don't seem like they're targeting any one specific person.
Yeah, oh man, get the staff!
And all attempt to do it. I got it!
Yeah, roll an act under pressure.
I'll get that stuff on you. I use my shot on you.
Nope, I'm using luck.
Oh,
Okay.
there it is.
I think that's the last one I can
That's
do
the last
That's
one.
fair.
before I can do something bad.
Before
You're
something
doomed.
terrible happens.
Yep.
All right, sure enough, yep, you grab the staff, you have it in your hand, and you feel the sensation kind of wash over your arm. You feel like you have sort of control, and interestingly enough, when you look at the killer clown zombies, you see this weird green glow that kind of comes off of them to let you know who is worthy under control. Yeah, controllable under this.
Alright.
Can you see zombies outside?
You kind of feel a sense that if you chose to do so, you could summon one from within a certain radius. You kind of feel this radius. There's like a white outline that goes off into the distance. You can kind of see through things a little bit. And yeah, you do notice, like, if anything comes, any of your killer clowns come within that white radius, they have that green glow. The second they walk in, they have that green glow.
Alright, so currently right now I only have the two that are there,
Yes.
plus the anything within the radius, or is it just the two?
I mean, the two that you have control over right now are the two that are inside with you.
Yeah, but just those two. There's nothing else that's like right at the edge.
Oh,
of
okay. Yeah, you notice there are two out near the edge of the radius.
Okay. I feel like I'm 22 again. Hey boys, fetch. And I command them to go get
The ringmaster? Sure.
Yeah.
So he's up on the stance. He's like, his hand is bleeding. Both of them immediately. The one that's on you gets up, rushes at him. The one that's under the net is attempting to rush at him, but it's still struggling underneath
just have
the
him
net.
tackle him.
Tackle him.
Okay.
All right.
Sure enough, the killer clown, it rushes up. It tackles the it trips on the stairs and actually falls and kind of hurts itself.
And I was also trying to command the two that were outside too.
Yes, and what they do is they start moving towards you. They're moving closer because they're a ways away. You kind of feel like maybe within 100-foot radius you can handle anything. So they are within that 100-foot radius. So you're calling them to you initially. All right, what are the rest of you guys doing?
All right. Well, while this is happening, I want to try to get some of that safety net.
Okay.
And I want to tie up the ringleader.
Okay.
Like tackle him.
Okay.
And then try to.
I would say do act under pressure.
Yeah.
You're pulling it and you're trying to get it over to him.
That's
You're
a
still a
lot.
little uncomfortable.
I want to grab the other side of the net and like clothesline him.
Okay.
Okay.
Help out?
Clothesline the ringmaster.
Well, you should
Yeah.
roll first for help
He
out.
is on the stand or on the seating. He's
Okay.
up above the seating.
Oh, okay.
So clotheslining him, I don't think would work. I mean, you'd have to get up there with a chunk of rope and then like run at him. You'd
Right.
probably need a second person
Yeah,
too.
then I'd say I grab.
Oh,
Got
okay.
the
So
other.
both of you are running
We're
up
like
there with
running
chunks of
up.
the rope.
He's
Okay,
using
okay.
the help out action.
Oh,
first.
okay, sure. That makes sense.
Cool.
But
When you do cool.
Because he has an
Oh,
ability.
when you act under
Yeah.
pressure?
oh, this is so a
Yeah.
9.
Or
no, an
8, but still. Your help grants them
So-
+1, but they also exposes you to danger.
So yeah, the ringmaster as you run at it. Well, I'll let you roll your
Okay.
to do it, and you have
You
the
get
help.
+1. Yours is
So-
probably act under pressure.
Yep. So that'd be 8.
Plus is one.
Yeah, +1.
The 9.
No, it'd be 8 because
Eight,
it's
okay.
7.
Oh, okay.
So now you get a hard choice as well.
All right. So as you guys are running off, or running up there, you're thinking you're gonna capture him. You're thinking more like clothesline or something along those lines. As you guys are running up, Dr. Arthur is actually a little bit ahead of you. You're trying to huff your way up there, but you're not as used to like hurdles as he apparently is. And sure
I
enough,
did try.
maybe it's just his, he's got long legs
bet
or
they
something,
came
but whatever the case, he's making it up there a little faster than you are. The ringmaster's at the top. He dodged the killer clown that just leapt at him, and he turns to see you running up there with a net, and he pulls out, he's got like these like ninjas, or not
Rowing
ninja stars, but
Caltrops?
not couch, not the blades.
Kunai.
Kunai, yes, or shuriken. Well, shuriken is ninja stars.
Yeah, or the
But the kunai is just the knife. You can see in like
Ah.
Naruto or something. He pulls one of those out, he throws it at you, and you take 2 damage, 2 harm. It slices across your face, it's just a big nasty gash.
Still okay.
Okay. But whatever the case, you run up there. You, on the other hand,
Oh,
you're
you're
coming up
close.
right behind him. You got the other side of the rope. He needs your help. Like without you and
Right.
your half of the rope, it's not going to do anything. You see him, like I said, he gets hurt, and the ringmaster sees you coming up. He kind of gets what's going on. He's going to leap off the balcony. He's going to try to jump off the side of the stairs and try to jump onto the floor. And you assume to yourself that's going to hurt, but if it does, we're not going to be able to capture him.
Right.
You can either choose to jump off with him and bring the net down on top of him,
Hurting
or
yourself.
choose not to do it. The
I'm
whole
gonna
net.
jump off.
You're gonna jump off. All right, you jump off, and yeah, you're gonna take 2 harm.
Okay.
Off there.
I'm good.
All right, but sure enough, as he comes down, he goes, ah, and he looks up with a bit of a smirk, thinking he's getting away, and actually jumped. And sure enough, you land next to him, and as much as it hurts, you make it look kind of cool, and slam the net down, and sure enough, he's underneath the net, and he's thrashing
His
about
head.
it. Release me, you bastard.
And then I am
Oh.
gonna unmask him!
This is what we've been waiting
So give
for.
me the unmask, read it out, and tell me how it works.
Okay, so when you have the monster captured or at bay, you may explain that it is not a monster after all, but a specific person in a mask. You must explain the real reason for all the seemingly supernatural events that you have seen, and how the villain was behind them. Okay, so then
Wait. Who do you think it is?
It is Steven Finger.
Oh, Jimmy Fingers.
Jimmy Finger.
Jimmy Fingers.
Tell me about Jimmy Fingers.
How
So
do you
the
know
Jimmy
who-
Fingers is a person from
So I met
Mr.
I
Mystified.
met
Mystified's
Jimmy
past.
Fingers
And he's
when
one
I
of
was
them,
in the
Well, hold
underground.
on. First, you tell me about Jimmy
Jimmy
Fingers.
Fingers and me went way back in the day. We used to do. We used to be a magical duo, and we would do side jobs where we would rob businesses on the side. Then one day, Jimmy basically shortchanged me by leaving me behind. Like, we were doing our biggest job yet. We were robbing a bank, and right before we made out, Jimmy actually
You made out?
No, made out of the bank.
Oh, okay.
Jimmy actually could do magic.
Oh.
Sleight of hand. And sleight of hand me to handcuffs
Oh.
to a bar right before we made out the bank, taking all the money with him.
Of course.
I then somehow managed to go trade secret. They were fake handcuffs that I actually gave Jimmy the night before. I acted like I was handcuffed, and then I snuck out the back.
Oh.
I
As far
lost
as
all my
everyone
money.
else is concerned, you full Houdini'd that.
I full Houdini'd it. No one knows. Now you guys
he was
know. Keep
betrayed,
the secret.
but he escaped.
I escaped, and ever since then, Jimmy's been after me because I know his secret identity.
Okay.
And I know where he lives. I know a lot of info about him. And that if I got out, because he knows I escaped the police, he knows if the police ever catch me, I'm going to bring him down with me.
Sure.
So he's trying to take me out before the cops catch me.
Okay. And then as far as you
Okay.
go, how do you know Jimmy Fingers?
So I met him first. When they were at large, they would always come to this place called the Underground, and I would meet them there, and I made his acquaintance, and I'm very interested in different magic tricks, And so I'm like, yeah, I really want to get to know this guy so I can, maybe do some just tricks on the side, make some extra cash or whatever. But, so that happened, and then they broke up. And, they disbanded, for obvious reasons. And so, obviously.
He was trying to kill me.
He was trying to kill me.
Pretty good reason.
And so I remember the day when I last saw Jimmy, and he's like,
that's right.
if you ever do this, or if you ever bring me to the place, I'm gonna kill you and your family.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know, he's a woohoo psychopath. And so, one fun fact I know about Jimmy is just his love for this town, and how he hated this place because it reminds him of all the bad memories from his past. So I knew that if he came back here, he would start the apocalypse or whatever he wants to do here.
Okay.
And so that's why I know Jimmy Fingers.
All right.
That's why you think it's Jimmy Fingers.
That's why I
You still
know.
You still have to roll,
It's
buddy.
Jimmy Fingers.
Because his role proves if it is the guy or not, basically.
Hello.
You can use luck just in case.
Yep, I'm using luck.
All right.
It's a 10 plus. What's that mean? The deduction is correct, and it really is that person in the mask.
All right. So as you pull off the hat, the ringmaster.
I gotta after you pull him off, I gotta explain everything. So,
Okay. Yeah. No, that's
Yeah,
fine.
he's calling the net.
Oh, so you're gonna. I was just sitting here while you guys were explaining, mentally thinking of how this all makes sense. But I mean, I guess if you want to do it, that's
Yeah.
fine. I had an idea, but.
Yeah.
I walk up to him too when he gets.
All right.
All right. So what you do is you pull his hat off, and you're like, aha! Oh wait, you still look like the same guy. Here, hold on. And you reach in your pocket and you pull out the handkerchief from earlier, and you kind of spit on it, and you start wiping off his makeup, and he's like, oh gosh,
You're not my
that's
mom, get
disgusting.
off me.
Oh,
Jimmy!
it smells like marijuana.
How'd
And
that get in
and
here?
sure enough, as you wipe away the makeup, who are you? Both-
Fingers, you. You.
Let me
Let him
explain.
explain.
So, as you know, that gem. It does have some interesting power.
I'm just holding the staff right here.
You've seen this all throughout your life. You're proud of your grandson, and
Yeah.
he's been solving mysteries, and you're like, all right, here we go. He's
Yeah,
gonna
I'm
have.
excited.
He's
You
gonna
pull
all
out-
You
figure
pull
out.
out your kettle corn and you're just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, this is the show.
This
My
Still
goodness.
got one bag left.
I love my soaps.
So this staff here contains this gem, and it actually does give out this radiant smell, or not a smell, but it's more of a dazed feeling. And have you
It's
ever
like a
heard?
pheromone.
Yeah, have you ever heard of people becoming hypnotized? Well, that's the effect that happens. And so, when Jimmy had all those clowns together, in well, I wasn't there, but I remember
Him, Doctor
Dr. Arthur
mentioned
telling me about it. But there was this glow that happened, and so that gem gave off this effect, but it was only for the people that drank that bile, because that green bile, it makes you become like that monster. And so since
it opens you up to that hypnotism.
exactly, it makes you acceptable to be hypnotized. And there is the case.
And then you hear the strong man is up off the ground. He's kind of rubbing his head. He's got a nasty headache, and he says, "But why? Why did you quit?"
Because he wanted power, and he wanted revenge for everyone who wronged him throughout his life. As a boy, he grew up in this orphanage, and he knew that by the age of 5, that he was going to be something special. Indeed, something special, but especially terrifying. And so, he decided that day, at that hour, he's going to make some killer clowns to take over the world. And that is why he did it, because he wanted for his lust for power.
So throughout the initial explanation of how he was using the gem and everything to hypnotize these, the ringmaster, who's tied under the nets, is just going. He's just kind of like shrugging it off. But then once you start explaining his backstory, he starts looking at you very confused.
I am as well. I'm like,
like everybody looks at you like, okay, you were ahead, and then you fell very far behind. He looks very confused and everything, and he says, okay, you're off on some of the background, but nevertheless, the power thing was true for the most part. And I would have gotten away with it too. If it weren't for you. You all.
Me especially.
And he spits. Ugh.
I can't wait to tell the gang about this.
I did this all by myself. And then the strong man stands up and he goes, but wait, if he's not the ringmaster, then where is he? And as he says this, you hear there's rustling on the other side of the tent, of the main tent, or the backyard exit section. It's moving, and it's tied and everything like that, but it's moving, and suddenly some guy climbs under, and he's just this very dirty looking, and he looks, his eyes are like really puffy and stuff. He looks like he just woke up from a very unpleasant nap. He says, oh jeez, where am I? Where are we? Coral, what's going on? And the strong man runs up to him, picks him up, and
like
this
a baby.
he does, because he's so strong. He picks him up like he weighs nothing and carries him over. And sure enough, this is the real ringmaster. This is the real ringmaster who explains to you that he was drugged by a weird medicine woman the last time they did a show out in New Orleans.
That's what I thought it was.
And it turns out that the last thing he saw was Jimmy Fingers standing over him with this medicine woman, and apparently they had been working together to take over this circus so that Jimmy Fingers could enact his revenge.
That was the greatest show I've ever seen.
Oh, Graham.
Sure enough,
do all the clown zombies you have surrounded us now start clapping or something?
Yeah, they're exactly doing what I want them to, which is they're clapping.
You're just listening to me intently.
Yeah. They're doing exactly what I'm doing. Like, a couple of them come over and start eating some of the kettle corn.
And feeling some cotton candy?
I was
not yet.
Oh, okay.
No, they're seeing the kettle corn.
Eventually, do you choose?
Yeah. Eventually, I'll get to everybody.
After all of the explanations and such have gone on, you feed the cotton candy cure to all of the people that were infected and such. They go back to normal. The sad thing is unfortunately some people are dead.
Poor Terry.
But
that sucks.
It's just, I mean, they attacked you. What else could you do? Self-defense.
Self-defense.
And you don't, legally speaking, there's no backlash. In fact, all the backlash that would have come just gets put on Jimmy for causing the problem.
Yeah. Honestly,
there's a huge court case and everything. Doctor Arthur is there to give legal counsel to those that are. And sure enough,
and I heard he just wrote a next best seller
on the situation.
Killer
What's this one's called?
Killer Clowns.
This one's called No More Funny Business.
That's amazing.
Based on a true story.
Oh.
And sure enough, you guys succeeded in all solving the mystery, and 2 surviving the mystery. All 4 of you. So well done, everyone. And thank you all for watching. This has been my session, my mystery that I created myself called Clown Comedy Circus, CCC. I love my alliteration. And again, I want to thank all you guys for playing in my mystery. I want to thank you guys for all watching my mystery. Thank you so much. And
That's my card.
Oh! Thank you all for watching! Monster of the Week! This has been me, Skylar, from GorsskyVlogs, and all my friends over here playing this game. Thank you all for watching. We will see you next time on Monster of the Week by GorsskyVlogs. Thank you all. Thank you all.